Welcome back. Pupils are back at school and the issue of capacity and social distancing has surfaced again. Many are questioning the Basic Education Department's plans for schools to observe COVID-19 protocols. The department wants to reduce the distance between children to half a metre in classrooms to accommodate more pupils. ENCA's reporter Khayelihle Khumalo is in the Mangaung Metro in the Free State, where the Basic Education Minister is monitoring teaching and learning at primary schools.
Basic Education Minister Motshekga has had an opportunity of inspecting the schools here in the Free State, accompanied by also other high-ranking officials within the Education Department here in this province. And she joins us now really just to give us her reaction about the inspection. Obviously, Minister, quite a very monumental task you've had of making sure that you do adhere to all these key protocols. But first and foremost, what's your impression so far?
You know, I'm very encouraged and I'm extremely grateful to our parents and our schools for working hard with us to make sure that we return all the learners. I mean, the last school we came from, it's a school with children with severe mental disabilities. And schools are not only schools for them, but they're also places where they get therapy, they get all medical attention from the therapist. So if they're not at school, then they lose out on their medical and support. Here, for instance, I'm told they have children with severe physical disabilities who are very sick. They have cancer patients, they have all sorts of problems. So if they're not at school, again, it's just a big problem for parents.
And Minister, what can schools learn from each other? Because I suppose, you know, other schools, they will have templates that are more effective from their side, and obviously others, you know, they would have systems that are not really effective. But as peers, what can they draw from each other in terms of lessons, especially because this is a period that is forcing us to reconfigure, to rework things. So it's a new normal, so to speak.
A very difficult normal. What I like about what the MEC is doing here, he convenes his principals weekly. Since we started with this program, he says he's going to meet them again tomorrow, just to assess, to give each other advice, and say what more can we do. I mean, the last school that we were, they're even using the outside spaces to make sure that they have children in the schoolyard and do either maths outside as a game. And just as long as they're at school, that they can be taught, even if it's for 3 hours, they can be fed and they can be looked after. So they are able to learn from each other. What I hope to do, which I thought when I meet the MECs over the weekend, is to get even provinces to share notes, because what I saw in the last school was very creative, just using walls and say, I mean, so that school they were teaching not from a chalkboard, from a wall. Just use any space as teaching space. As you correctly say, COVID is teaching us to be more innovative, more creative, and just be able to use everything that we have in our hands to make ends meet. And I think that's the positive about COVID, that it's really forcing us to be innovative and think outside the box.
All right, Minister, thank you so much indeed for your time. That's the Basic Education Minister really talking about all the key issues facing the sector. So today it's the 10 of the Free State. She has been crisscrossing in most parts of South Africa, but I can tell her this much. A very contentious issue is around social distancing, and of course now there is a proposal that the department has put forward around reducing the social distancing from 1 metre to 0.5 meters. So it's going to be a massive challenge.